6 months after Chief Nnamdi's burial, his grave is still bare. No grass, no flowers, only cracked, cursed earth. The villagers whisper, the ancestors are angry. But what secret did his father die with? And why won't the earth let him rest? Even the devil himself will spit on this grave. 23-year-old Emeka winced as the harsh words cut through the cemetery air like a machepe through tender yam. He knelt beside his father's grave, trying to ignore the group of women who stood nearby, their voices sharp with judgment. 6 months. 6 months since they buried Chief Nnamdi Okafor, and still his grave remained as barren as a woman cursed by the gods. While every other resting place in Nwanya Cemetery bloomed with thick green grass that swayed in the morning breeze, his plot was nothing but cracked red earth that seemed to reject even the gentlest rainfall. Emeka's hands trembled as he poured another cup of water onto the stubborn soil. The liquid disappeared instantly, as if the earth was swallowing it whole, leaving no trace behind. He had tried everything: fertilizer, new soil, even bringing grass from their family compound. Nothing worked. Look at young Emeka, one woman whispered, not bothering to lower her voice, pouring water on cursed ground. Does he not know the ancestors are angry? His father died with unfinished business, another added, clicking her tongue in disapproval. The spirits will not let him rest until what? Emeka snapped, jumping to his feet, his chest heaved with frustration and pain. Until what? My father was a good man. He helped everyone in this village. The women exchanged knowing glances, the kind that made Emeka's stomach twist with dread. There was something they knew, something they weren't telling him. Go home, boy, the other's woman said, shaking her grey head sadly. Some secrets are buried deeper than the dead. As they walked away, their whispers trailing behind like smoke, Emeka sank back down beside the grave, his throat burned with unshed tears. The successful electronics shop his father had left him was crumbling. Customers were avoiding him, whispering that bad luck followed the son of a cursed man. But it was the betrayal that hurt most. Uncle Chidi, his father's best friend and business partner, had been demanding Emeka sell the shop and split the money with him, claiming Papa had promised him a share before he died. Why won't you just tell me what's wrong? Emeka whispered to the silent grave, his voice cracking like dried clay. The knock on Emeka's door came just after sunset, when the sky was painted the color of palm oil. Uncle Chidi stood in the doorway, but he looked nothing like the confident businessman Emeka remembered from his childhood. The man who once filled rooms with his booming laughter now seemed to have shrunk inside his clothes. His eyes were hollow, his face gaunt, and his hands shook as he gripped a worn envelope. Emeka, my son, Uncle Chidi's voice was barely above a whisper. We need to talk. Inside Emeka's small parlor, Uncle Chidi sat heavily in the plastic chair, staring at the envelope in his hands as if it contained his death warrant. I know you think I'm trying to cheat you, he began, his voice thick with emotion. I know you think I'm lying about your father's promise. Aren't you? Emeka couldn't keep the bitterness from his voice. Uncle Chidi's laugh was bitter, empty. 25 years, Emeka. 25 years I worked with your father. I was there when he had nothing, when this shop was just a dream in his head and empty pockets. The older man's hands trembled as he opened the envelope and pulled out a stack of yellowed papers. Emeka's breath caught. They were bank receipts, loan documents, business permits, all bearing both his father and Uncle Chidi's names. I put my life savings into this business, Uncle Chidi continued, tears now flowing freely down his cheeks. I sold my father's land, borrowed money from loan sharks, and even pawned my wife's gold jewelry. Your father promised, he swore on his mother's grave, that when the business was established, he would make me an equal partner. Emeka's world tilted. But you are just an employee. An employee? Uncle Chidi's laugh was sharp with pain. Son, I never was an employee. I was an investor who trusted his best friend's word. For 25 years, I believed that promise. I watched your father buy big cars, build a fine house, send you to university, all from our business, and I waited. The paper scattered as Uncle Chidi's hand shook harder. The loan sharks are coming for me, son. Next week, they'll take my house, the only thing I have left. My wife has to sell akara on the roadside just to buy rice.
the truth is about to get even more shocking. If you think you know where this story is going, think again. Hit that subscribe button right now, because what Uncle Chidi reveals next will change everything he thought he knew about his father and the real reason that grave won't grow grass.